Hi, I'm Chef Deanna Benson with Chef Deanna Benson Cooking with Friends. Today I will be making miso halibut with a sake butter sauce. It's delicious and I know that your guests will enjoy it. First, we're going to start with the rice. Super easy. 1 part rice, 2 part chicken stock. And put it on high. Once the rice boils, turn your heat down to low and put the lid on it for 20 minutes. Next, we will be making the miso glaze. So we're going to turn on the stove on medium heat. Add 1/4 cup of mirin, 1 tablespoon rice vinegar, a teaspoon of sesame seed oil, 2 tablespoons soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of fresh minced ginger. You want to take your whisk, mix it around. Once it's heated, add your miso paste. Whisk that until smooth, which takes about 3 minutes. Okay, once this is all mixed together, transfer it to a single bowl. And place it in the refrigerator to cool. Okay, our next step is the sake butter sauce. You can start with drinking the sake if you prefer. You may. Kampai. Make sure that you start with a good quality sake. We're going to start by heating up our pan to medium heat. Add 1/2 cup of sake. We have 9 tablespoons of butter. I know, that's a lot, but it's good. Okay. 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger, and I like to julienne the ginger. 2 tablespoons of minced shallots. Once we have all of our ingredients mixed together, turn off the stove and let it sit. What's really nice about this recipe is these things can be prepared prior to your guests arriving. It'll only take 7 minutes to put everything together because it takes only 7 minutes to cook the halibut. So it's kind of nice. So our next step is to prepare the halibut. Our halibut from the refrigerator, as well as our miso sauce. This is 1.5 pounds of halibut, which is great for 4 people. Okay. Once you have the 4 pieces of halibut, take your sesame oil and generously pour it on a baking sheet. Then with your hands, just take the miso paste and cover each piece of halibut. It's the nice flavors all over, and place it on the baking sheet. That's lovely. That looks yummy. We'll clean this up, and our next step is to prepare the baby bok choy. Baby bok choy is a wonderful vegetable. If you haven't tried it, it goes fantastic with Asian cuisine. So what you want to do is cut the baby bok choy in half. And I like to use a skillet. I use sesame oil. Then I take the baby bok choy and I put it face up. Once I've placed all the pieces on the griddle, I add more sesame oil to the top, as well as the minced garlic. This is about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Just add a little to each of the baby bok choy. And I cook this baby bok choy on pretty high heat. Oh, it's going to be so good. And you can already smell how delicious this is. Now, as those are cooking, it's time to put the halibut in the oven. I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees. I'm going to put the halibut in the oven for 7 minutes. I'm going to turn this butter on low and prepare our garnish. So I'm going to take green onion, cut off the tips, and then very, very thinly slice. So the green onion is part of our garnish, as well as cashews. So I take about a half a cup of cashews and roughly chop. Looking pretty good here. Yum. Our halibut is completed. Let's turn on the sauce. Take our whisk and you pour in 1 tablespoon of heavy cream and a teaspoon of lime juice. And this is really fun to plate. I like to take a measuring cup of rice and scoop it out. Take your piece of halibut, place it right next to the rice. Take the baby bok choy, place it next to the rice. Then you take your sake butter sauce and just gently spoon it over the rice and the halibut. Then we garnish with cashew and a little bit of green onion. And there you have it. Voila! Well, that wraps it up today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the miso halibut with sake butter sauce.